Do you want me to talk to you, Claire? Yeah.
Either way. Where are you from?
Australia.
What was your first break?
First break was a show called K9, which is a British co-production between Australia and the UK. It's a spin-off of Doctor Who, so we're saving the world every day from aliens.
What have you been in?
I just did a show called 11/22/63, in which James Franco goes back in time to try and stop Lee Harvey Oswald from killing the president. It's produced by J.J. Abrams and written by Stephen King, and I got to play Lee Harvey Oswald.
How do you feel about this career?
Exciting. We'll see. it's really started off to a really nice start, a crazy, huge start, with a really great show. So, I'm excited to see what's coming next and what happens from here.
How did you decide to become an actor?
I decided from school, just learning, just playing around at school, and realized that I liked it and that it was something that you could be good at, and that you could also have a career at it. And it's just a passion for it. Really enjoyed doing it at school, and that sort of just kept going and learning and continually sort of furthering that education.
How would you describe your specialty or type?
Dark, aggressive, complex. I mean, they're the ones that Lee Harvey Oswald's about as complex and dark and compelling characters I've ever played. So,
who's your favorite actor who you look up to?
Two, Daniel Day-Lewis and Javier Bardem.
What would your ideal job be?
Ideal job, within the business, or are you talking about outside of the business, just generally? Okay, well, it'd be a film with a phenomenal director, which there's so many great directors out there that I'd love to work with. With another role like Lee Harvey Oswald, another really powerful American story, an American character, telling a story that's in sort of the grassroots of the culture here and the history of the country, something along those lines. But to be fair, there's three other roles that I'd love to play, which is, I guess, in the same sense, three other jobs that I'd love to have one day. I'd love to do a biopic on Steve McQueen. I'd love to play Alexander the Great, and I'd love to do Hamlet one day, jump back on stage.
Do you consider yourself to be lucky?
Absolutely. So lucky. A lot of hard work, but yeah, very fortunate.
What advantages do you have?
I can do a backflip. No, I don't know. What advantages do I have? Very focused, and very driven and patient.
What did you do before?
I ran a business it's an industrial rope access company, so the last job we had was working on wind turbines and building towers for the wind turbines, and so I'm the guy 150 meters up off the ground putting on different instruments onto towers and building wind turbines and working in silos. It's like a builder on ropes. That's the loosest definition of it.
Why didn't you want to continue?
Because it's not acting. It's bread and butter money. It's great. It's a great job. It's a exciting job, but it's not the career that I chose and what I want for myself.
Would you rather have a car or a diploma?
In LA, you need a car. A car at this point.
What do you think about the need for instant gratification?
I think it's distracting. And not really necessary for you to do a really good job. I think it actually throws you the other way in some cases. Sometimes it can be useful, and for some people it really is, and sometimes they need that. But think it can also, in the same way you get bad criticism or a criticism that's not constructive, it throws you either way, and I don't think it's necessarily a good thing.
How do you feel about how interconnected the world is becoming?
It's fascinating and scary. It's. I think we're just starting to see how it's going to be, in our homes and on the cars and on billboards, and how the internet's going to be through everything, and that's an exciting, it's a terrifying. I mean, there's great shows like Mr. Robot which kind of talk about how interconnected we are and how you can find your way through, in hacking, and that's a scary avenue, and it's an amazing prospect. It's also a deeply troubling prospect.
What does the future look like to you?
For myself, or for the planet, or for it? For me, it feels really great. I am very inspired, very excited where I'm heading, and who I'm working with at this point. It's really is amazing. And for the planet, it's I don't know, it's another scary one. I think we need to really take care of the planet, and try and have some sort of input in the planet, and also the people here that aren't as well off, or aren't as, don't have the benefits that we have.
How do you feel about having children?
I want to have children. I absolutely love to have children. Not for a little bit, but yeah, I'd love to have children.
What challenges do you feel the world is facing today?
Good questions. Jesus, so many. We were talking about interconnectivity before, hacking, the issue of hacking and privacy issues, but the destabilization of different countries, and how maybe we aren't putting in as much effort as a community, as a country, to help them. I think, obviously the fear of terrorism is rife, and it's being used, I think, partly by the media and partly by government to inspire more fear and kind of get more restrictions on sort of civil liberties. There's a lot interesting, confusing, huge things going on, I think.
What is your favorite way to communicate?
Talking, face to face. Yeah.
What do you think of the creative scene in Los Angeles?
Well, I've only been here for 2 weeks, so I'm kind of new to it. It's much more supported than Australia. New talent and new emerging artists, I think, more supported here. Everybody's looking for a new, exciting person, and so it's something that's not really a big thing in Australia. It's like, if you're established, and we'll use you, as opposed to trying to foster the talent there, which is something that I've been noticing here. That's wonderful. And also finding little communities, like my own little groups of friends that we kind of get together and do our own little creative, endeavors.
What is your favorite book, film, and music right now?
Book, film, and music. So book, it's not my favorite, but it's interesting. I'm reading a book called White Gold, which is all about the white slaves that were taken out of England, in the 1600s by the Moroccan corsairs. So that's an interesting read. I'm about halfway through with that. And favorite movie. Oh God, there's so many. No Country for Old Men, beautiful. Children of Men, The Deer Hunter. I mean, oh God, there's so many great films. And what was the third? Music. Someone who I always come back to is Ludovico Einaudi. Just his beautiful accompaniment. I love. Who else do I really love? I love jazz and the whole spectrum of jazz at the moment. John Coltrane. Loving Muddy Waters. And then also like monsters and men. So it's a real, spectrum.
Okay.
Cool.